You are waiting for a sign, a feeling of absolute certainty that tells today is the day. You tell yourself that once you have more knowledge, more money, or more confidence, you will finally begin. But here is the truth you are avoiding. That feeling of being ready is a ghost. It does not exist. The most successful people you admire did not start when they felt ready. They started when they were terrified, unprepared, and utterly unqualified. Our brains are hardwired for safety, not progress. Every time you say, "I am not ready," what your brain is actually saying is, "I am afraid of the unknown." This is the comfort zone trap. Evolution designed us to avoid risks that could lead to failure, but in the modern world, the greatest risk is staying exactly where you are. Waiting is just a socially acceptable form of procrastination. It is the ego's way of protecting itself from the possibility of being mediocre. Think about the first time you did anything important. Your first day at a job. The first time you drove a car. Were you ready? No, you were a mess. Readiness is a result, not a requirement. It is the byproduct of experience. You do not learn to swim by reading books about buoyancy. You learn by the shock of the cold water hitting your skin and the frantic movement of your limbs. Clarity follows action, never the other way around. We live in an age of information overload. We think that if we just watch one more tutorial or listen to one more podcast, we will finally have the secret. But information without implementation is just entertainment. You are marinating in potential while the world moves past you. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not a gap of knowledge. It is a gap of courage. It is the courage to be seen starting small and looking foolish. The cost of waiting is higher than the cost of a mistake. Mistakes can be corrected. Time cannot be reclaimed. Every month you wait to start that project or have that conversation, you are paying interest on a debt you can never settle. Perfectionism is just a fancy word for being scared. It is a shield you use to hide from judgment. But the world does not judge those who try and fail half as harshly as it ignores those who never try at all. So how do we break the cycle? You stop looking for a feeling and you start looking for a task. Action is a thermostat. When you move, you generate heat. That heat is what we call motivation. You do not need to feel like doing it to do it. You need to commit to the first 5 minutes. The 5-second rule is not a gimmick. It is a way to bypass your brain's hesitation circuit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. These are the words of Arthur Ashe, and they are the antidote to the readiness myth. You do not need the expensive camera to be a filmmaker. You do not need the perfect business plan to be an entrepreneur. You need a prototype. You need a draft. You need a messy, imperfect, slightly embarrassing first step. Build the parachute on the way down. If you wait until you are ready, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. The version of you that is successful, the version of you that is confident, that person is waiting for you to make a move. They are waiting for you to prove that you want it more than you fear it. Confidence is not the cause of action. It is the consequence of it. You build it brick by brick, one uncomfortable moment at a time. What is that thing? The project you have been putting off? The dream you have been tucking away for a rainy day? Look at it. Admit that you are scared, and then do it anyway. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, not when the kids are older or the market is better. Now, because later is the place where dreams go to die. Make the call. Write the first line. Hit record. The world does not need more people waiting for permission. The world needs people who are brave enough to be beginners. Your readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. Decide today that you have waited long enough. If you found this helpful, subscribe and share this with someone who is currently waiting. Now, go start.